Hi, this is Eric Martin with Board Game Geek. I'm here with designer Kevin Nunn. I'm here with Luther Hendricks. And despite their shirts, they're here from Greater Than Games to talk about Sentinels and
Sentinel Tactics.
Sentinel Tactics. And what is Sentinel Tactics? Right now we have nothing to show. We have nothing to put on the table.
Everything is right now in prototype art, and our prototype has been so deliciously busy that we can't get it away from the booth long enough to bring it over here.
Okay, it's a good
People are playing it right now. It's a great problem to have.
Yes.
But Sentinel Tactics is a skirmish level minis game in the Sentinels of the Multiverse universe.
Okay.
And so players will be playing the heroes of the Sentinels comic with one player playing a villain against the other players. So it's a one against many skirmish scenario game.
Okay. So does this, how is it set up? Do we have scenarios that we're doing?
We have scenarios. It comes with a modular set of hexagonal map tiles. And so there's a setup diagram for each scenario. Each player picks a character that they're going to play. There's a setup diagram and the scenario specific rules and objectives. So for instance, we've got Baron Blade. He's come back. He's going to try and do the Terra Lunar Impulsion Beam, but now he's got a new plan, turrets. What he needed was a way to defend the propulsion beam. This time certainly it'll work. And Omnitron is on the rampage, and Citizen Dawn is trying to capture some secret equipment. And so this is going to also be advancing the plot line. You won't be recreating the same battles that are in the card game. We'll be going a bit further forward into the timeline and looking at some bigger, tougher things.
Okay. So a standalone game just set in that universe?
Yes.
With no connection. Do you have an estimated timeline? Can you talk more about the gameplay?
We have an early timeline. We're gonna do a Kickstarter, and I'd like to say March 23rd, but that would be a lie because we're not 100% certain when we're going to release it.
That's
but the plan is that it's going to be on the show. I can just say dates. January 1st.
Febtober.
Febtober.
Yes.
The 12th. And what's going to happen is that specifically we're shooting to have it on your shelves by this time next year.
Okay. All right. Can you so what's the goal? Are we just defeat the villain, and the villain
defeat the villain.
Okay.
Well, but it's not defeat the villain
the
way it is. It's not just beat up on the villain till they don't have any health left.
Okay.
Every scenario is going to have different objectives for each team. It's not just, you can't stop Baron Blade just by punching him in the face. You've got to shut down his equipment, you've got to take out his minions, you've got to make sure that you shut down everything before he actually powers everything up and starts pulling the moon into the earth. You know, just punching him in the face, it's not a movie where you kill the bad guy and all this stuff stops.
Right,
you know?
Absolutely.
So, and he can't win the game just by knocking out the heroes either. He's got to run his equipment and make sure that everything's in place for his plan to come into fruition. So.
Absolutely. They're almost always either push-pull objectives in the scenario, or some of them are even asymmetrical. Can the heroes do what they've got to do before the villain needs to do this other thing?
So there's cross purposes.
But they're still going to be battling each other along the way. But if you just approach it with just fighting, then that won't necessarily win you the game.
Okay, so what else is going on other than fighting? Like what's
Well, the main
gist of
emphasis
the
is
game
fighting. The gist of it is a skirmish tactical game.
80% fighting.
So 80% fighting, and the other 20% is advancing the storyline of the Sentinels universe.
Okay, okay, that's good. And that's it.
Yep.
I guess that's it.
Yeah.
We have nothing to show right now.
Yeah.
We
knew it was going to be a very short plug.
All right. Well, that's good. We get an explanation of it, and we'll look for more.
Absolutely. We'll have a lot more details rolling out.